OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
I know you guys are probably asking yourselves, who gave this nigga the right to write a Bible? But if we all look past the lies and false teachers of the men that portray themselves to be the powers that be and seek the truth, our lives just as well as all that lives lives are Bible.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
No matter what man-made religion we believe in, just being true to thy Lord within ourselves will bring us peace. It's gonna be alright, cause in hell, we can't win the war between good and evil without being truthful to the powers that be.
OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods, OGs and young gods.
Hood, hierarchy, mob pad. Every single episode, man, we gonna give them a little background.
I know how I feel because I done been through that 1,000 times.
Lovely ghetto you, beautiful ghetto you, sweet ghetto
We made so much doing that. I started taking that money throwing the concerts.
It's your boy, Project Pata. Hood hierarchy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, look, man, if it ain't in the hood, man, it ain't on here.
Hey, this your boy Mario Cannon, man. You rocking with Hood Hierarchy. You already know what's going down.
Team Pretty P stand up. It's a wrap. Tune in.
It's Deli Dale. And whenever I got time and I'm relaxing and I'm chilling, I don't give a damn if I'm laying in the bed with you. I'm checking out Hood Hierarchy. And it's just that simple, just that easy.
This is 7 Up, man, straight from Brooklyn. I want y'all to check my boy out, Uncle Beast, Hood Hierarchy. Get the dopest interviews, the dopest content, the dopest platform, straight from Chi-Town, man. You know what it is, man. We representing Uncle Beast, Hood Hierarchy. That's the highest of prestige. Get it? You already know. That's on game. You heard?
Well, what's saying? This the one and only HD president, Mr. Bow Bow Bow. This is Hood Hierarchy checking in. I'm signing out. HD4, bow, bow, bow.
I'm booked and I'm busy. Yeah, I'm booked and I'm busy. Yeah, I'm busy. I'm about my money and not too many. Can't get with me. Stick to my lonely. Stick to my homies. Cause I ain't friendly. Ain't no gimme. I pulled it out the mud. Before I give it to you quick, ain't no showing love. I'm booked and I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm booked. Damn so busy. Schedule.
F&G shit. Shot the whole day, go shot the bro Trey Boogie, we sliding. Sliding in the rental, trying to run a milli up. In the southeast, Trey Boogie been a plug. Rubber bands on the blues, hella panoramic views. If you get into it with the squad, you can never lose. It's on the flow like Yellow Rider. I got your vibe on her toes like nail polish. In the city, we get respected from everybody. You about to pull up on Trey Boogie, now let's chop it. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Got it wet, it's not a cut. Ain't worried about what nobody else got, cause I got enough. Me and Trey Boogie locked in, he threw a lob, I dunk. Heard the beat and sauced it up, can't nobody go hard as us. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, it's your big homie Trey Boogie. This is Let's Chop It Up. Hey, and tonight I've been waiting for a while to do this interview. You know, we had it scheduled for a while, so I ain't gonna hold y'all. You know, so allow me to introduce the some and present the others. None other than Pretty P. Welcome to the stage. Yes. And again, you know, I appreciate you. I know, you know, that it's a 3-hour time difference. You know, I'm in Cali, you're in the East Coast, you know. So I appreciate you staying up to do this interview. So, you know, let's jump right into it. First of all, big up to MJ, you know, multiple award winner, publicist. She's dope. We've been on the same couple award shows together, you know. So big up to her for plugging this up, you know. Let's get it. How long you and MJ been working together?
Not that long actually. My manager Gigi actually knows her
Okay.
and put some stuff together with her.
Okay, yeah, she's a dope publicist. She does a lot of work. So yeah, so you know, you're on my platform. We out here in Cali. So, you know, there may be one or two people who don't know you out here. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and jump into it. You know, let them know who is Pretty P.
Pretty P. I'm a rapper, a female rapper, the biggest rapper, the prettiest rapper. I am starving with this music. I'm an artist. I'm a, you know, I don't. I'm me. I'm Pretty P.
That's right. That's
me.
right. So when did you realize that music was your calling?
Well, I've known that. My aunt, I've never actually told anybody the story, but I got an aunt Chris, and she had us like her daughter and myself and my sister in like a little group when we were younger. She used to make us like sing and perform in front of her and stuff like that. And then my father's the one who always used to push me, and then I stopped for a while, and then I heard everybody else. I'm like, oh, I know I could rap, and I just been going strong. Like I haven't stopped.
You know, a lot of people start off singing, and then they get into rapping. You know, did you ever sing in choirs or anything?
Yes, absolutely.
See,
I am not a singer though.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people, you know, start off with that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When I was younger, I did the same, took that same route. You know.
Okay.
Yeah. So you remember what was the first song you ever recorded in a studio? And how long ago was that?
A long time ago. I think I was 6 or 7.
Wow.
And my father wrote me a song called Peep the Situation. And I didn't know what the heck I was rhyming about back in the day. Calicos and pedicos. And my mom used to go crazy and used to tell me, oh, you're not rapping. You're not going to be like your father. But yeah, like 6, 7 years old. My pops and my cousin had me in the studio rapping about things I didn't even know.
You say your pops rap too?
My pops is a rapper, yeah. So I would say a retired rapper. How about that?
Okay.
He has a studio in the house. He still goes down there and plays and stuff like that.
Having a little difficulties, y'all. Bear with us. It always does this when we go live. Everything was working good, and then once we go live, things start acting up. She'll be back on in a second, y'all.
Okay.
There you go. Oh, you dipping in and out.
Oh man, yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
my friend is calling me back to back. I apologize. My phone's on do not disturb also, and I'm still calling. My apologies.
No problem. So yeah, you said Pops had a studio. You were saying in the house.
Yeah, my
Pops
had a studio. I don't go and record there. I go, you know, I spend my money a little bit more professional. But he goes and he plays. He sends it to me. Cat, tell me how to sound. Cat, tell me how to sound. You know. Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
Yeah.
What part of the East Coast are you in?
Long Island, Strong Island, Money
Island.
Long Island. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think this your manager tapping in, right?
George, yeah, there she goes, Gigi.
Big ups to her. That's right. So let's see. Let's describe your sound for us and let me know what makes you different than all the other artists out
I
there.
see. I'm real hip hop. I don't, I don't discriminate. I don't. People, everybody has their own genre. Everybody do their own thing. I don't do drill. I'm a real New York rapper. You can hear every single thing I'm saying. I can get on any single beat. I just don't do drill. I just personally don't do drill. I'm too old for that. My son is 16 running around here rapping drill. It's just not my thing. So, I would describe me as New York. So New
That's
York.
right. I like that too. You say real hip hop, that boom bap.
Yeah.
That's what I love right there. You know,
Mhm.
hip hop gotta have all the elements, the DJ, the graffiti, the break, the
Yep.
B-boys, that's what it's
Hmm.
all about. So
Absolutely.
that's what's dope. Where do you draw you was talking about, you don't do drugs and all that type of stuff. You're a real MC, New York MC. Where you draw your inspiration from when you're writing?
Everywhere and everything. There's no cap in my rap. So every song you've ever heard from me, or any song you will hear from me, it's all real. But it's everything. Life. It's my life. Everything I go through, from you know getting in trouble, taking charges from my baby father, to having multiple baby fathers, to like trying to conquer, kind of take over the world, trying to go to school, trying to do music, losing stuff because of music. Like, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
How you balance all that?
Oh man, I don't know. my friends tell me I got ADD, but I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah. So far, we're gonna get into. I was listening to that song that you disappeared again. Hopefully, you'll come back. We'll see, y'all. We'll see. You know how these phones. You know how technology be. If you're watching, share, share, share. Comment, comment. I could post your comments up. Let me know where you tapping in from. Let me know where y'all tapping in from. And while she's coming back, if you're on Facebook, you're
Oh,
on
there we go. There we go.
Instagram.
Okay, I was gonna say I can hear you
There
the
you
whole
go.
time. I just couldn't
Yeah.
see me.
I was saying, if y'all on Facebook, Instagram, and Kick, come on over to the YouTube. Come on over to the YouTube. Yeah. Well, yeah. So you say your first song was at 6 years old.
Hmm.
Man, you was a youngster doing it.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know. What's been the most exciting part of your journey so far?
Is that my people's, that there's actually people that really listen to me and know my words. There's people that I come outside, and sometimes I come out, I don't want to be pretty all the time. Sometimes I got my hair on top of my head, look, and it's like, oh, you're pretty P. Oh my gosh, I just followed you. I just watched your video. It's like, oh man, it makes me feel, it feels so good. It does.
That's,
Mhm.
that's right.
Mhm.
That's right. I like to talk to, especially my female MCs, because I know there's a lot of challenges y'all got to go through as a female MC. They don't just say a MC; they always want to label it female MC. Can you talk about some of the challenges you face and how you handle them?
I think the hardest challenge that I've faced every single day as a female MC, um, is the men in the industry. I mean, man,
Mm,
no matter what I do, no matter who I work with, no matter how I even approach the situation, they're always there, and they're like crows, and they're just picking and eating at the flesh. It's like, and it's like you can even steer them into a different direction, and it's like they still come back because, especially when you start working with me. See me, once I get like personal with you, like like I got a couple of EPs coming, with different
okay.
people. So I get close with you. That means my family. You come to my crib. And then people fall in love with that because outside I am this outside female. I'm a rapper. In their heads I'm probably a hoe. But then they see on the inside, it's like, wow, she takes care of the kids. She's cleaning. She's cooking. She's working. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the
I,
hardest. I think that's the hardest so far.
you say you got a couple EPs coming out and people you
Yeah.
work with. Who are some of the people you worked with?
Nonchalant, there's Child's Way, there's Dottie Shark. Shout out to Dottie Shark. There's Tree. Oh man, you guys got Tree is so dope. You guys really got to tune in with her. Um, excuse me. There's Max Bond. There's Who else I'm working with? I'm working with a bunch of people,
Man,
but yeah, but I got an EP dropping with Child's Way coming soon, and then I got an EP dropping with Max. Right after that dropping, I got Catherine versus Pretty P that's dropping on my birthday, September 23rd. I just recorded the video last week for Knock It Off. I have another video shoot tomorrow for Co-Pilot. Yeah, working.
that's right. Anybody in the, if you could pick anyone in the industry right now, who would you want to collaborate with?
Remy.
Remy. Yeah, yeah. See, Remy
Yeah.
is dope. Remy's dope. When I do the list, ask people their list of their favorite 5 MCs, you know, male or female. A lot of people sleep on Remy. Remy
Yeah.
Ma is super dope.
But she's kind of my inspiration. A lot of it, you know, like I watched her, I'm like, she's strong, she got the guys on lock, she knows how to dress, and she's actually rapping. It threw me off when she did that drill song. It really threw me off. I really changed my whole outlook on her, for real. But growing up, though, I envied her. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be just like that when I, you know.
So let me ask you this, you know, what's something your fans may not know about Pretty P?
I got 3 kids. Nobody knows I got kids. I have 3 kids. I am a domestic violence victim. I in school I'm a nerd. Yeah, but I'm just happy as they come. I'm a girl's girl.
That's right. That's right. You was talking about Remy and how she did that drill song. What do you think of the current state of the industry right now?
It's not what it is. There's a few people. I'm still going with like Fat Joe, Big Pun, Biggie Smalls. I'm going Tupac. Like that's me. Nas, Jadakiss. That's Meek Mills. That's all me right there. I don't think I don't. The people that they're putting on front stream right now, the people that they're comparing everybody to, it's just not it. I don't understand what's going on.
You know, my buddy called it bubble gum rap.
Yeah. I wouldn't even call it that.
You know, we just getting to know you. What's the biggest lesson you learned so far, though? While you know,
with the
journey,
music. Oh, my
journey.
journey, my music journey.
Yeah.
The biggest lesson I think, priorities always have to come first. I lost a lot of stuff. I lost a lot of even my house with this music. So priorities first.
Those guys. So there's people out there that may not know who Pretty P is. We're introducing you, you know, to folks out here in Cali and Canada and you know Ghana, Africa, where they be watching from. You know, I want to know this. I want to know what song would you have them go check out right now to get to know who Pretty P is?
To get to know me. I just dropped the video on my Instagram. I'm not sure if my manager dropped it on my YouTube yet, but I literally just dropped it. It's called Reflections. If you want to know me, listen to the song.
How long ago did you do this? The song Everything Pretty.
Everything Pretty. I was having an Everything Pretty party, and I didn't have an Everything Pretty song, so I went and did it. That was 2 months ago.
Okay, that song be bumping. I was listening to it earlier. I was
Thank you very much.
If your music, this may be, you know, kind of, I don't know if you could answer it, but if your music was a fashion style, what would it be?
If it was a fashion style or a fashion brand?
Like a fashion brand, you know.
Brand?
Yes.
Louis Vuitton.
Louis.
It would be Louis Vuitton. I'm very out there, outspoken. Like, you know, I will make you stop and look like and double take like holy you know.
So let's get into it. You said you got a new project. You got the EPs about to drop. Let's talk about them. What's the name of the EPs that's about to be dropping?
The name of the EP with Child's Way and I is called The Pretty Way.
The Pretty Way.
Yeah, and we have a song called The Pretty Way also on it, and it's pretty dope. We're supposed to shoot for it tomorrow, but we're gonna do co-pilot first.
Okay. How many tracks is on that?
6.
6.
We have 6.
And 6 on the other one too?
No, actually, that's no. We're dropping out. Actually, we're dropping an album at 7.
Mm.
Anything after 6 is an album. Yeah, so we're dropping an album. Max and I don't. We don't really have a title yet because we haven't. We just. But the crazy part is, Child's Way and I started working together not too long ago. We finished this EP in like 2 months.
Mm.
Yeah, like we ran right through it. Like it's pretty dope too. If
It,
I do say so myself.
that's right. Everybody got their own creative way of, how they write songs, how they get up in the booth and record. What's your process?
Give me a give me a cup and a blunt and
A cup and a blunt.
let me vibe. Let me vibe.
That's right. And you write all your own lyrics?
Yes. Yes, there. I'm not gonna lie. When I came back out, I was in a relationship for 12 years. I stopped rapping. When I came back out, it was so hard for me to get in the groove. I got a song that's ghost written, and guess what? It's my least favorite song, literally. But yeah, I write my own music.
Yeah. If you, I used to ghostwrite, and I could see how that could be hard. When it's yours and you write, it's more you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell me what you want. I could kick it with you and see what your personality is and try to write for you. But it's a whole different thing when you write for yourself. You were saying the 2 videos, you have videos out on your YouTube right now?
Yeah, I have videos everywhere actually. But I just dropped Reflections, the song called Reflections, on my Instagram, _real pretty P. I'm not sure if it's on YouTube yet. We just literally dropped it. And I'm shooting I just shot another video a few days ago to my new single that just dropped, Knock It Off. And now I'm shooting another video tomorrow to Co-Pilot, which is dropping on our album, The Pretty Way, June 19th.
June 19th.
Yeah.
That's
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. My brother's birthday, Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when people listen to your music, what type of vibe or energy you want them to get off it?
I want them to get off of it. I want them to be like, damn, this girl rap. Like, who is she? Like, and 9 out of 10, they hear my music first and they see me. They your little ass self, like, because I make big music.
That's right. A bar spitter.
Absolutely.
Spitting them bars. What producers would you like to work with in the future? No discredit to any producers you're working with now. But if you could get with one producer out there that's already, that's big time, you know what I mean, in the industry, who you think would be able to capture your sound?
See, I see. I'm gonna pick for you because I'm going to, but I would stay with my producer, Nam Nitty. I think Nam Nitty's dope. I think that he's creative. He listens to me. He get in there and send him, hey, I send you 10 beats. It's like, whoa, and every last one of them, I'm riding. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but if I had to choose, probably Timberland. Timberland.
Yeah, he's dope.
Probably
he's
Timberland.
Dope. And that's good that you have your producer that you rock with. It's important for artists to have that producer that rocks with them and y'all rock with each other.
We're a little shaky right now at the moment, but yeah, he's dope. He's shout out to Nam Nitty, rapper / producer. He's dope.
How long you've been rocking with him?
Not even that long, believe it or not. I was back in the day I was using YouTube beats. And it's crazy because my cousin makes beats too, the one that got me rapping. So I was using some of his beats, but his beats is so hard. Like, they're like, it's not female-ish at all, not even a little tiny bit. So he had me rapping on guy tracks, you know what I'm saying? Which I would have to get crazy. So now that's why I just run with it. Now I just get these little beats and I'm rapping big boy, But me and Nam Nitty, almost a year, I would say. Yeah.
About a year.
Almost a year. Pretty much a year.
Yeah, I try to tell people that, it's important to not have 15 different producers you rocking with, because you can't get that sound right that you want. You got to build that relationship with the producer, a producer, a DJ, So you're shooting a video tomorrow. Where's it going to be out there?
It's going to be my way. Yeah. It was supposed to be the pretty way, and it was supposed to be some like grimy, me holding the rock waller and stuff like that. But one of the people that's on the song can't make it, so we're gonna do Co-Pilot. Co-Pilot's gonna be on the beach and yada yada yada.
On the beach.
Yeah, on the beach. It's like a real friendly, kind of vibe.
Okay.
Hmm.
So what does success look like for you? What does success look like?
Success. See, I'm not greedy. Success for me is at least one hit, at least one hit that somebody they got hear me and be like, yo, they know me by this song right here because I didn't hit, and I don't care if I get one hit. I'll ghostwrite for somebody. You know what I'm saying, for the rest of the time being, but one hit.
That's dope. That's dope. If you wasn't doing music, could you see what would you see yourself doing?
The same thing I'm doing in the nursing field. I'm in school. I designed my house. I like design. I really need to get my butt in school for interior design because if I had to choose between rapping and interior designing, I would do interior design.
That's right. Right now, like I said, we here for a good time, y'all. Not a long time. It's late and stuff, Anything we didn't, discuss that you got coming out that you want to promote right now, and also give your shout outs.
Well, first of all, second of all, and third of all, shout out to my manager Gigi. She been holding it down. Shout out to my baddies. Shout out to my baddies. They at every show, at every studio session, every video shoot for free for the love. Shout out to all my girls. Shout out to Tree, Child's Way, Max Bond, Dottie Shark, even Gator, Gator Money, Party G, everybody that loved me. Shout out to everybody that loved me. Shout out to you. Thank you for having me.
Hey, thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on. Thank you to MJ, for the plug.
Absolutely. Shout out to MJ, my son, Nitty, everybody. T1, Life of Luxury, T.
Hey, before we go, though, let them know all your social media handles, how they could get your music and everything.
Well, the only one I really, really use, I use all of them. My Facebook is Catherine Bright, that's me, but I'm really never on Facebook. My Instagram, though, is _RealPrettyP. And that one, you can contact me, you can hit me up, but I post pretty much every day. Every day.
That's right. And I'm a get with MJ. I want to plug you up with my boy Uncle Beats, Hood Hierarchy Mobcast. He's out in Chicago.
Okay.
I'll get you on his show.
That's
that'll
dope.
be dope.
Appreciate that.
I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that tapped in. We got another comment real quick. Okay, I see you, Shout Body. He says, salute, Queen. Keep doing your thing. Let's chop it up. I'm gonna get you on his podcast too. It's called the Thug Bible Movement. So I'll be getting with MJ about all that.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Shout out to you.
Appreciate you. I appreciate everyone tapping in. Hey, it's your big homie Trey Boogie. I holla.
Holla.
F&G shit. Shout
big homie Trey Boogie.
We slide.
Johnny Rocket.
Sliding in the rental, trying to run the milli up. In the southeast, Trey Boogie been a plug. Rubber bands on the blues, hella panoramic views. If you get into it with the squad, you can never lose. It's on the flow like Yellow Rider. I got your vibe on her toes like nail polish. In the city, we get respected from everybody. You about to pull up on Trey Boogie, now let's chop. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. Let's chop it up. Got it wet, it's not a cut. Ain't worried about what nobody else got, cause I got enough. Me and Trey Boogie locked in, he threw a lob, I done. Heard the beat and sauced it up, can't nobody go hard as us. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up. If you talking about the game, let's chop it up. If you talking about the hustle, let's chop it up. If you talking about the grind, let's chop it up. Talking about some fly vibes, baby, let's chop it up.